Congratulations on being selected as a Field Investigator FI for the PARAKH Rashtriya Sarvekshan 2024. Let us understand who is a Field Investigator for PARAKH Rashtriya Sarvekshan and what are his or her roles and responsibilities. A Field Investigator is nominated by the District Level Coordinator PARAKH. The Field Investigator should preferably be a DIET student. If a state has no DIET trainees or only a small number, FIs may be selected from B.Ed or M.Ed trainees from government colleges, B.Ed or M.Ed trainees from private teacher education institutions, retired school teachers, postgraduate and graduate students, grade 11 students, and trained teachers not currently working in schools in the given order of preference. Each grade under survey, that is grade 3, 6 and 9, in a sample school is assigned one Field Investigator FI by the District Level Coordinator PARAKH. Now that we know who a Field Investigator is, let us understand the responsibilities of a Field Investigator in PARAKH Rashtriya Sarvekshan 2024. First, a Field Investigator is required to attend all the online and in-person pre-survey meetings organized by the DLC PARAKH and collect his or her letter of appointment. A Field Investigator needs to ensure that he or she knows the name and address of the sample school and the grade assigned to him or her. On the day of the survey, a Field Investigator is required to report to the assigned sample school as per the time schedule and meet the school head and produce the letter of appointment (LOA). After meeting with the school head, a Field Investigator must inquire about the number of sections in the assigned grade. If there is more than one section, FI needs to apply the section sampling method to select the section in which the survey will be conducted. This will ensure a fair and representative selection process. After this, FI needs to collect the enrollment or attendance register of the sampled section from the school head and then do the student sampling as per instructions shared by DLC PARAKH. It is the responsibility of a Field Investigator to conduct the survey in a fair and reliable manner, free from any suspicious activities. Now you must be wondering what the student sampling process is. It is the procedure by which Field Investigator and the observer together will select the students who will give PARAKH Rashtriya Sarvekshan 2024 for a particular grade. A step-by-step guide on the sampling process has been provided in sampling instructions shared with you. Once the section and student sampling is complete, a Field Investigator shall visit the assigned classroom where survey shall be conducted and inspect for working benches, lighting, ventilation, working fans, etc. to ensure the survey room is fit for students. Also ensure that the classroom is on the ground floor for children with special needs, CWSN, and there is a provision for a scribe if required. Once the assigned classroom is found fit for conducting the survey, FI shall guide the sample students to sit in sequential order starting from student ID 1 to student ID 30 as per seating plan protocol. Then FI shall collect the survey material for assigned grade including achievement test, AT booklets, pupil questionnaire, PQ booklets, OMRs, etc. from the observer and distribute the test booklets and OMRs as per the distribution protocol. The FI shall first distribute achievement test, AT booklets in the order of student ID starting from 1 to 30. The control sheet broadly has 4 sections. On the top, we have the necessary information pertaining to the school and grade being surveyed. Next, we have the list of AT and PQ corresponding to each student ID. At the bottom, FI needs to update the start and end time of the survey and then get it signed by the observer and school head. At the back of the control sheet, a step-by-step guide on how to conduct sampling and the proposed survey schedule is provided. At the beginning of the survey, the field investigator shall read out the instructions mentioned in the OMR to the students, and the students understand how to fill the OMR sheets. Additionally, in the case of grade 3, field investigator needs to guide sampled students to record their responses by circling or ticking the options in the test booklet. Here, it is important to note that after the survey, the FI will be required to transfer grade 3 students' responses from their AT booklets onto the students' AT OMR sheets. While in the case of grade 6 and 9, FI needs to instruct sampled students to record their responses directly on their OMR sheets. Once the survey has started, FI will invigilate the proceedings and ensure no cheating takes place and the school staff doesn't interact with the students till the time all PARAKH Rashtriya Sarvekshan materials are handed over to the observers. Once the achievement test AT is complete, FI will collect back the achievement test AT booklets and OMRs and immediately ensure distribution of pupil questionnaire PQ booklets. In the case of grade 3, FI needs to ensure interaction with the sample students for explaining them the questions. Also, grade 3 students should be instructed to mark their responses on PQ booklets, and later FI shall transfer student responses onto PQ OMRs. While in the case of grade 6 and 9, FI will hand over PQ booklets and PQ OMRs to students and address their doubts if any, and students shall directly mark their responses on the OMR sheet. Upon completion of above tasks, field investigator is required to collect the survey material, count the AT and PQ test booklets and OMRs, and hand over the materials to the observer, who shall count them again in FI's presence. After this, FI needs to ensure that all observation tools including control sheet, field note, etc. are filled by him or her with necessary details and hand over the duly filled observation tools to the observer. Finally, FI needs to support the observer in carefully packing the post-survey material as per packing instructions. For detailed packing instructions, refer to the post-survey packing instructions video module. FI will be relieved of his or her duties once the observer leaves the sample school premises along with duly packed survey materials. With this, all responsibilities of an FI will be successfully executed. Thank you for successfully completing the Field Investigator's Roles and Responsibilities module for PARAKH Rashtriya Sarvekshan 2024.